Judge is now ordering the Trump administration to preserve a record of the Signal chat messages where national security officials discussed sensitive military operations. That chat was fully released by The Atlantic earlier this week after key members of the Trump administration denied its contents, but the messages were set to expire in a week. Meanwhile, congressmen from both parties are now calling for an official investigation to determine how a journalist was added to that chat. But the Trump administration wants to move away from the scandal.
The president and our entire team have been incredibly transparent. We have taken every question under the sun about this story, and the National Security Advisor has taken responsibility for this mistake.
And the White House announced Elon Musk would lead an investigation into the incident, but lawmakers want an independent review from the Inspector General. Congress has also said it would request a classified hearing to follow up on the investigation. Fox News anchor Shannon Bream with Fox News Sunday joins me now. Good morning to you.
Good to see you, Brandon.
All right, so President Trump, you may remember, of course you remember, was very critical of former President Biden, accusing him of never firing people when they messed up.
Right.
So will Trump fire someone for these Signal messages?
It doesn't seem like in the short term, Brandon, that's going to happen. And I think that's in part because they don't want to be seen, this administration, as admitting or conceding there was any problem with these messages, or in giving Jeffrey Goldberg, they say, quote, a scalp. They don't want it to look as if he has won this argument or conversation. This is the one thing the left has really been able to stick on the Trump administration so far. They don't have the numbers on Capitol Hill. They're using the courts with mixed success. But this story is really something that gives them a target on the Trump administration to say it's reckless. Some of the people that he's put in his key positions are not up to the job. But President Trump says they are sticking around.
All right, Elon Musk went on Bair's special report, right? Outlined what he said were massive cuts to wasteful spending.
He did, and I thought it was fascinating to hear from not only him, but these members of the Doge group. And some of them, in their own rights, are multimillionaires, billionaires, successful businessmen who are doing this for free because they think that there is great value to the American system, to our budget, to not going insolvent, as Elon Musk said. And I was struck by the fact of how many of them talked about the sheer waste and fraud that they saw. They were shocking amounts, and the fact that invoices were paid out without any explanation, that there were duplicative, positions and software programs everywhere. So, our polling shows that the American people, 93% of them believe there's some level of government waste when it comes to spending taxpayer dollars. But a majority of them are also concerned about how these Doge cuts are happening and whether there's been enough planning that's gone into them. So while they may support the idea of what Doge is doing, they're concerned about how it's actually being executed.
Right. All right, let's look ahead to Sunday. Who do you have on tap?
So Senator Mark Warner, the ranking Democrat on the Senate Intel Committee, I'm sure he's got plenty to say about Signal Gate. So we'll talk about that and the fact that, listen, senators and others on the Hill, they use this stuff too. So how do you put guardrails on it? How do you make sure it doesn't happen again? We've got Congressman Byron Donalds, one of the up-and-coming GOP stars. He's going to be launching a bid to run for governor in Florida, where they have two special elections this week. Tighter than Republicans want them to be. These House seats are very critical for them, and so we'll preview those elections as well.
Looking forward to it, Shannon. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Brandon.